What's up everyone, this is Hydrotech, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to customize your keyboard on your mobile device, Android. Well, I don't have iPhone, so but as always, before we begin, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and of course tap the bell icon to get all the notifications from me. Alright, let's get into it. So the first thing that you want to do is go to the App Store. Now there are quite a lot of keyboards out there you can use, keyboard applications you can use for customizing your keyboard. But my favorite up to this day since 2018 is Go Keyboard. Go Keyboard. There it is. As you can see, these are the language packs. There's some Hong Kong or something, Ukraine, or well, there are a lot of them, and there are themes too. But this one right here is the one I have installed right now. So what you want to do is install Go Keyboard, but you don't have to install this one. You can install also Go Keyboard Lite, which is, well, basically the same, but I think it has more premium themes than the one that I have. And then there's also another version, Go Keyboard Pro, which is which is the one I had before, and this one does have a lot of themes in the premium section. The free themes, well, it has only like 2 or 4 of them. So yeah, what you want to do is just install one of these apps. And once you're done, you should then land on this screen when it says open. Then open up your app. Now here you will see the menu where you can customize your keyboard. Let's go to themes first. Let's select theme. Now if you see this ad here on top with the play icon, that means the keyboard is on the play. You can also download the keyboards inside your app. So it shows the download button. Just tap download. Some keyboards really take time to download. And yes, the regular keyboards, animated ones. There's also another thing about this. If you download a keyboard, you can change the background, but the theme of the keys won't change. That'll stay the same thing, the same way it is, regardless of the background. That's actually my keyboard. Man, this one downloads slowly. Well, Okay, it's almost done. And this one also is animated because, see, the band is blinking. And then just tap apply, and it should be applied. Now you can also customize your background too. You don't have to, but you can just do that too. As you can see, this is how the keyboard looks like for me now. Wait, the pad also blushes. Nice. Then here I have 3 options on the top. The first one to the left is the gallery, where you can access your phone gallery and select your images. The middle one is camera, where you can just take a picture with your camera and set it as your keyboard background. But the third one is to delete or remove the current background. But let's go to the gallery. Yeah, as you can see, I have a lot of stuff here. Let's go to albums and let's select right here. Let's just go with this one. Alright, PJ Masks, by the way. Okay, like that. You can also select which part of the image you want to actually feature on your keyboard. Like you can select only like a specific character. There are multiple in your image, and then just tap save. Alright, as you can see, this is how your keyboard would look like now if you do the same steps. But if okay, oops, my bad, I can't access the background settings. Background. I just want to show you other things now. Well, also you can manually customize the transparency like that. The keyboard will go complete transparent, and then you can just go back and it'll be like that. You'll see the keys better. But as you can see down here, you have some preset backgrounds you can choose from. These mainly come from the keyboard themes from the store, but these specific ones are just colorful ones. These are like frame-like ones. And these are just beautiful photos. As you can see, there are quite a lot, which is cool. Alright, the next thing you can customize is well, fonts. But you're gonna have to let it scan before you custom it. You choose a font. It's still scanning. Right now there are 125 available fonts. 29, 31. Well, there's 131 available fonts for me. For you the number might differ, so don't worry. If you see this green download icon there at the bottom left right corner under the font, that means you're gonna have to download it from the Play Store, which of course is inconvenient considering that you're gonna be downloading a separate app on your phone just for this one font. So it's not very good, but you can do it if you want to. See, it takes you to the, oh yeah, this is gonna happen if you have an outdated device like mine. I'm using Samsung Galaxy S4 Mini with the KitKat Android version 4.4.2, so it's kinda limited to what I can do. But yeah, I got keyboards, the fonts here. We'll just select this one. As you can see, the font is applied. Next thing you can select is or customize is the sound. Now there are 8 different sounds, including the default one. Oh well. Wait, what? Hold on. System. And that. And me. Oops. My bad. So, adjusting these sounds right now. You're ready to apply your sound with your keyboard. Just well, it's already applied actually. As you can see, for me it's applied. You just tap on sound to apply. Now, you can also customize the stickers, but those I have to download from the Play Store, I think. I haven't actually tried that, but for the purpose of this tutorial, let's take this download like that. It just shows you the download progress. Rage emoji. Okay, that's pretty funny. That's actually cringy even. As you can see, there are a lot of emojis here. Oh, even a middle finger one. I'm still taking one. Punk emoji. Not bad. Oh, and there's a rabbit emoji. What? Guess I'm gonna take that one too. For this tutorial. Let's just show you how it all works. Let's go back to the top and see if the others. What? Sticker has been added here. Nice. One sticker is added. Let's see which one it is. Oh, the love one is downloaded. And the middle finger is also downloaded now. And the Pegasus one will be installed in just a sec. Alright. By the way, for Instagram users, I will link to this video either in the bio or, well, in one of my stories. So keep an eye out for that. And at the end of this video, I will be giving a bit of a shout out to someone. So okay, well, it's downloading. Now the next thing you should take a look at is the avatar emoji. If you want to have an emoji customized by, well, on yourself, based on yourself, you just tap on the gender and then you'll take a bit. I won't do it now. So now in this section you can now get languages and customize input options. What you can do here is select languages. I have English UK and regular English, and I can just add like English US to the list. And I can add Spanish if I want a language, even Latvian. And at least one, oh yeah, actually, as you can see, a lot of languages. I think there was a Hebrew too, or something. The next, input. With the input, I advise you to hide the T9 key on keyboard. It can be kind of annoying to have. And display suggestions, well, if you like suggestions, then you can keep that. All this prediction stuff, well, you can disable the emoji prediction, because that's kind of annoying actually. Double space period, that should be disabled, because if you accidentally press the spacebar twice, well, you'll insert the period and then you'll have to delete it, and if you keep typing in, well, it can be messy, so it's best to just disable that. Auto capitalization, sure. And there's also the option to disable autocorrect, so you better do that if you don't want your stuff to be corrected. You can also enable or disable the clipboard, but I keep it on because it's useful. You can save links and other important information there and then paste it wherever you want. And there's the sliding mode, which means you basically slide your finger over the keyboard from letter to letter, making words. I'm actually kind of getting used to that right now. And then there's the customize long press key pop-up time. You can just customize however you want. I'll leave it right here. Actually, oh yeah. Reverse words in the prediction bar. What? I don't even know what that is. In T9. Nice. Then you can also set up a smiley key, but I don't really need that. And probably you won't either because you got the emoji key already. And you can also enable the memory boost. You can also, right here is a number bar, which basically means that above your letters, above the keyboard letters, you'll see a number bar. And that can also be used as an emoji, a frequent emoji, where you can access your frequently used emojis. And so you can enable that or disable it. I'll have it disabled for mine. Oh yeah, punctuation suggestions after a word. Well, I'm pretty sure you won't even need that. Neither do I, so I'll just disable that. So yeah, that's about it for input. In the sound and vibe, you can now customize the sound of your keyboard. How loud do you want it to be? I'll put it here. If you want vibration, then you can also enable that and set it to like that. Both one is on 39, the other is 36, which is cool. Okay. Well, there's also a plugins folder here. You can install these if you want to. Then there's display, where you can enable arrow keys, search, circle mode. That's actually pretty cool. I advise you to enable it. Position. I don't know what that is. And there's also the voice key if you want it. So yeah, that's about it, how to customize a keyboard. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Peace out.